All right. Welcome, everybody, for another episode of Shadow City Mysteries House of Skye, episode 25, actually. We are joining our family in the city of Soreta, also known as Shadow City, where family means coming together for illicit crimes, usually, or for meeting the neighbors, where we kind of left off last week. But before we pick up where we left off, let us meet our players this evening. So, first up, Mandy.
I'm Mandy. I play Raven, a infiltrator from the East End. Sometimes I talk to the shadows. More funny, sometimes they talk back. But that's not even the weirdest thing to happen in my day.
That's right. That's very true. And Winston.
Hi, I'm Winston Clark. I will be playing Peryn Kestai, the Mind Speaker Mystic of the Church of Astra, and the often unheeded voice of the moral conscience of the group.
That's right. I heard that in my head. It's true. And Matthew Bell.
Yeah, Matthew Bell. I'm playing Farank Tern, the face of the Society of Ravens, and the acquirer of a new best friend, Fergus Swifton.
Yay. And Matt Walsh.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt Walsh. I'm playing Ignatus Ibison. He's a savant, and he doesn't miss many details, only social cues.
It's true. And Ariel.
I'm Ariel Kasten. I'm playing Reggie Wrenne, a counterweight infiltrator with the Brass Consortium and an expert in-house.
In-house, that's right. It's his proficiency in-house.
Since it keeps coming up.
It's true. It'll always come up while we remember it. So let's give a shout out to the folks behind the scenes that help keep the cogs and gears running. That would be game design writing, Stephen Cheney and Brandon Stoddard. Churro design and additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character art and design, Adam Schubert. Churro symbol art and design, Luana Zara. And graphic and UI design, Florencio Tino of the Wanderer's Tome. I'm Christopher Mifsud, the game master. I always forget to say that usually, so I remember this week. If you're tuning in, like many of you are, for the Electrum chest for Isle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, much thanks to them. Your code this week is Mike's Cotadis, and you can throw an exclamation mark and code into the chat, and that'll pop up for you as well. So again, thanks for tuning in. If you are for your Electrum chest, it is here somewhere for you, but exclamation mark code. So we left off with our family. It was Thursday afternoon. You just wrapped up meeting the coolest person in the neighborhood, Mr. Ferg. Well, okay, some of you met the coolest person in the neighborhood. Some of you were left out to dry. But the funny that it was all the infiltrators. One second. So what would you all like to be doing this week?
The whole week?
Well, not this week, but this evening. Sorry.
Like, I don't plan that far in advance. Come on.
You should, though. You should. All right. So, Raven, what would you be doing in the evening?
Oh, I am working on my personal project.
All right.
Trying to get some blacklist names.
Okay. In town, I assume?
Yeah, that's where
Okay.
I am, so.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Fair enough. And Peryn, what are you doing this evening?
Well, I mean, I worked on my side project for the past. It's only been like 2 nights, hasn't it? Since I've started working on that. Since we came out of the asylum.
Mm-hmm. Which sorry, one more time. Which project?
The astrology.
Well, you did some research this morning.
Yeah.
Remember,
Okay, that was this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll probably take some time and try to straighten up the chapel, clear some of the extra boxes out of there, and then maybe go into meditation. Unless somebody has like some better idea. If I run into anybody else with any better ideas, like if they're heading out, I might go out with them. But
All right, let's see what other folks are percolating to possibly be doing. Farank.
I'm back at the house, and if I can, I'd like to work on my wax cylinder some more.
You did that this morning, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did I do it this morning? Well, shoot. Sorry, the days are long.
They are long. They are long.
Well, we're still at the house.
There's three things you could do in a day, and you all want to do your little project, which makes sense. But
right. I mean, honestly, I'd probably just chill out at home. I don't know that I have a lot going on right now.
Oh my! All right, well, let's see what trouble we can get up to potentially here. Ignatus.
I think he's going to work on his project because he didn't work on that today.
You did not work on your mechanical gift. That's right. That's fine. And Reggie Wrenne.
Unless I have a slot to play at the Rat's Nest, which I know I can't put towards my personal goals because I've already worked on that today.
That's true.
But it never hurts to make friends and be impressive. But unless I have that, I'm going to go to Slag Stadia and get into some fights.
Okay. All right. So folks are just kind of doing some work. Light work. I guess we'll start with Raven. Raven, yeah, how would you like to go about getting well, it's still glad handing nonetheless, right? So, but
Right.
Again, you can do persuasion, intimidation, deception, persuasion again instead of intimidation or deception, and insight are your
So I'll start with deception.
all right.
And yeah, that's not going to do it for me.
All right.
And a D4 will not do it for me. So then I'll move on to persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 21.
That works.
And persuasion is the one I can do twice, right?
You can do persuasion. Well, in lieu of intimidation now at this point.
Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I would do persuasion twice then, because it does matter. And that's only going to be a 7. So
all right. Well, one success contributing to your. So you're out and about, talking to folks, trying to pick up information. One person kind of is persuaded by you and your charms, and the most people are not deceived, and then your persuasion does come off as intimidation somehow, and that does not land correctly. So but you do pick up a little bit more info. So go ahead and roll a 1d6 minus 1. Sadly,
so 4.
A 4. All right,
5 minus 1. So
yeah, nope, that's how that works. That is math. That is correct.
I just want to make sure you knew I didn't.
No, I understood. Thank you. Yeah. Gotcha. Appreciate it. All right, let me push a 4. Okay. Peryn, what would you like to be doing? I might let you prep something towards another project later on if you want to. You could go, but if you want to investigate the house a little bit while you're there, I mean, you haven't done
just
that.
get like where where we are now, this house.
No.
I was like, just start walking around different rooms.
You got kicked out of this house. That house. Politely though, and with an invitation back. So no. What I was gonna say is you all actually haven't spent a lot of time actually. You're in the house there, and you sleep.
Oh,
in the house,
like exploring the
poking around
Skye
or whatever.
house.
So, yeah, the Skye house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd start like looking down some of the hallways. Because I'm assuming like I would start off in the chapel, like kind of moving boxes out, and then
Okay.
my curiosity probably like point me in an area like, hey, I wonder what's in that room over there, and just
Sure.
kind of like start walking down the hall and kind of peeking into rooms to see what's going on there.
Yeah, go ahead, give me investigation.
Okay, this should be fun because that is not one of my main ones. That is an 8. I found a door.
Well,
Maybe I should get
George,
Reggie to help me with this house thing.
Oh yeah, you would have had proficiency at least with house.
Here's the thing. I probably would help you with boxes because I'm nosy.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's still there, I mean, just like, hey, psst, come here. Have you been in this room?
Should have made it back to the house. She's still.
Oh
out
yeah, I'm
working.
still out on the town.
Yeah. So, correlation. So yeah, I mean, you move some box. I mean, one thing I will say, this is just because you have been spending a lot of time going back and forth into the chapel or whatever. The Skye household, though, you know, everybody holds different gods, and some do it equally. Some tend to focus on one. One thing you've noticed is that the iconography, iconography.
Okay.
The statues of
iconography. Okay, I got. I see what you're saying.
There we go. Of the household, actually lean very much more towards Zella than the other three. Or yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
some more with the mysteries of night and
Clear Night, the 7-fingered hand, you know, there's symbols of lanterns. What you do see for turnstone embellishments do tend to be more iron and bronze than copper, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and silver, right? So Astilla, the silver metalwork, and Tal being copper, and which is kind of rare for a family in Soreta, since Vesipon is ruled by the Autarch, who is a embodiment of Tal. Yeah. So there's a lot more copper usually embellishments throughout the world, but again, or evenly displayed, right? It's usually a balance, but Tal definitely tends to be lifted a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So the but yeah, that's but otherwise your crummy roll gets you.
I could have rolled religion for that.
True. Well, sort of. Yeah.
Well, me off for that, but you know.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, and for Farank, what would you like to be poking around in the household at all, or?
No, I mean, I guess.
I mean, you moved into your room. I don't think you ever really looked through your room, but you know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we can have a explore the house kind of afternoon. Maybe I see Peryn poking around. Hey, what you looking at there? I'm sorry that these boxes keep ending up in your chapel.
Oh, yeah. Do you know anything about those, or like I'm guessing the staff is doing it? I really should get the word out to Mr. Edmeyer about that.
Yeah, maybe. I honestly don't know. I don't actually see who does it.
Okay, that's
but I'm genuinely
defensive, but
I mean, somebody's obviously doing it, right?
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, I would assume it was the staff. They wouldn't necessarily know any better.
That's true. There is a lot of space downstairs.
Yeah, and they're used to putting this in there. I would think that, you know, generally I would think that there'd be a little bit more respect for the chapel, but in my experience here, probably.
But you know, this is an old house. I bet it's got
it
all
is,
kind
definitely.
of, you know, conservatories and labyrinthian passageways.
Yeah, I started poking around. Didn't get too far. I mean, you know, unless you're curious about the house, I'd be more.
An adventure is afoot, my friend.
Okay, an adventure that hopefully nobody gets killed in.
Oh yeah, hopefully. If there are rats, I think we should go ahead and make a pact right now that we run.
You know, the rats was one time, okay, and they were big rats.
Oh,
so
trust me, I'm running. I'm just letting you know that if it was going to happen, that I will be running.
If you weren't, I would have to question who you really were.
Excellent. let us go poke around in this.
After you.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Both of us, or just him?
Is a 15.
Oh, just him. You're
Yeah,
a lot
I've already screwed mine up.
Would you roll 15?
A 15.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're down there, you're poking around. You see again much of the same as far as that goes. You do see the in the chapel, you see all the names of the different children of Marzita. So the which you haven't maybe paid that much. I mean, you're aware of them, but you never. So you know that there was Rostin was one of the sons. Sarah is a daughter. Sindra is another daughter of Marzita. Fedric is another son, and Darrenel is another son. And then as you eventually kind of move boxes out of the way, you do get up to the front, and you see the notes of the former household chaplain, Father Oren Venesdi. But nothing like in particular, just kind of like morning sermons, kind of stuff like that. But you do see for the notes that again do speak of all the gods, but for certain particularities, I guess noted by Marzita, and not even for Marzita, but the grandparents is to make sure to always install. That's not even the fucking word I'm working. So I'll use the F word for that. There we go. Well, instill the teachings and beliefs of Zella, right? The clear night sky is of being important to the family for whatever reasons.
Interesting. I myself have always kind of favored her as well, but lightly.
And then you poking around a little bit, you realize that you are staying in Darrenel Skye's old room, the youngest son.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Like he's actually in his room is in Darrenel Skye's old room.
Yes.
Okay.
So all of you are staying in one of the children's old room, except for you, Peryn. You're staying in Father where is this old place there?
Yeah.
So should any of you ever want to poke around in your old room and actually look for stuff, you may find things that are there from the previous residents of those rooms, even though they were all older children and should have moved out of mom and dad's place at some point in time. They all lived there until their horrible cursed death. So
I mean, I'm in the society. We all stay at home as long as possible.
It's true. Why would you not? Your houses are huge. And that's pretty much what you find poking around there. Ignatus is making way on their mechanical thingy bobber. So why don't you what's that? Sorry. Yeah, okay. Why don't you give me a intelligence or wisdom tools roll first?
Intelligence. And that is an 8.
Okay, so nope. How about a dex or a strength tools roll?
Sure. Do dex. That's a 17.
A 17. Okay, that's good. And then a constitution roll tools.
Tools. Constitution. And that is a 4. That's a natural 1.
That's not good either. Natural well doesn't do anything. Thankfully, natural ones don't actually do anything for me in this situation. So At least not that I've read. So, go ahead and give me a 1d6.
All right. And that is a 3.
There's a 3, which ain't so bad when you consider it out of 6. This is a different thing for you, though. Mechanical. And this is a 3. Okay. All right. So yeah, you're trying to deduce how to make progress. You're looking at this mechanical thing. You're like, I've never built one of these things ever in my entire life, and I still don't know actually how to build one of these my entire life. But once you start cranking away on the gears and the cogs and such, things start moving along a little bit better for you. Come into place, and then you're just like, I'm tired. And I can't take it no more. You're like, I'm done with this for today, and could get some rest. And then you made a little bit of progress on your mechanical pet. So Reggie's out and had a day and is now at Slag Stadia, busting up some stuff, just working for a living, I guess. Is that what we're gonna be doing? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Q. Anything particular you want? Is there anything particular you want to do? Anybody you're looking to fight? Anything you're looking to accomplish, or just you're putting in the rounds? I don't know.
I mean, I want to put in the rounds partially because I am trying to get it legitimized, but I do want to see if I can sneak a peek at the bookie's book and see how the bets are going. Like, are there more bets against me since I lost the last fight, or they for me?
That's interesting. Yeah. Perception, I'll give you, or investigation, or persuasion if you want, or just see deception or intimidation. Any of those would be fine if you want to just try and pick your poison, and that's how you're going to go about it.
Let's do persuasion.
Sounds good.
5.
Doesn't sound so good. So nobody's really fallen for what you're trying to achieve there. They're all kind of like, doing the whole like give your book, and they grab your like top of your head and just push you away. No. They're just not so persuaded by you, obviously, because you're
no, it's fine.
You got blood on your face, and they're looking messy. It's not working for you. What else would you? I mean, that's one thing. What else would you be doing while you're at the fights?
I guess just, I mean, other than fighting, trying to. Well, I was gonna, throw or not throw a fight, depending, but I can't do that. So, I guess just listen to see if there's any hot goss.
Some hot goss. I got you.
I hate that I said that. Okay.
Yeah. Is there any hot goss going on? Let's find out. How about you just give us I don't know. How about a perception roll? That sounds great. Let's do it. It's a hot goss.
Mama needs to not get punched in the face. Okay. 12.
Not the hottest goss that's going on, but you get a little bit. I mean, you hear that there are rumblings in the city. People are still upset about the bodies, and that there hasn't been much reporting on that since they were found. And then mention that there's a bunch of patina wasp maybe is involved. The police don't have other leads, and then also the missing orphans is still a big deal. People, it's only a matter of time before it's our children, not just the orphans. And that people are very excited about the ponies coming up for the World Cup. But nothing new and strange, really.
Nothing about Eston being back in town or people dying at his estate or anything like that.
Strangely enough, listening for that, no, you don't hear anything about that.
right.
So no. Nope, nothing of the sorts. So that concludes your all's evening, and you do find yourself back home some way or another, already at home. What's how do you end your evening? In the parlor, having drinks, discussing your new friends, the people you met along the way, the journey, what's the sitch for?
I mean, we have to talk about Fergus, though. I mean, how can we not?
I could not. Exactly. It's the man of the day. So
Oh, you met Fergus?
Who?
Yeah, the gentleman that is staying in the Gray House now. Actually, Farank could probably tell you a little bit more. They seem to be getting along really well.
I tell you what, Fergus Swifton might be my new best friend. I tell you, this guy, he's a straight shooter. He made his money off of other people's bad decisions.
I mean, that's not really a straight shooter, but okay.
You know, everybody's got to get it from somewhere. It's better than, severed head with $5 bill in it.
Or, maybe work. I don't know.
Well, we each do our own thing. But yeah, no, Fergus is he's lived there for several years now, but unfortunately he cleaned out the whole house. He called a junk provider and hauled it off to the junkyard. So I was maybe going to see if I could find somebody who might be interested in earning some bucks to go down there and dig through it or something, but I don't know if it's worth the effort.
It's been several years.
Yeah.
We can check, but it's pretty doubtful it would still be there.
Now you could check like pawn shops or whatnot, but that's a bit of a broad scope.
Yeah, that'd be a hard one to track down. That'd have to be very, very lucky.
I mean, harder than going through a scrapyard after several years.
Absolutely right.
They're both very high DCs. Let me
So but the good news is Fergus is a fan of the ponies.
Did you actually sneak around his house and see if what he said was true, or did you just walk in the front door and go, "Oh"?
I mean, he did a pretty good, makeover on the building. It was like new chic, shabby a little bit. So it was like intentionally modern, but also with a little
pretty
bit
pretty extensive. Yeah. I mean, even with Raven's doubts of things, even Raven would have been like, "Yeah, okay, this place is pretty."
So,
well, I'm sad I missed that. It would have been a lot more fun than my evening.
Oh, did you lose another fight?
I just,
ouch.
I mean, I don't mind it. I just wasn't as successful at any of the things I put my mind to as I wanted to be.
Understandable. It does go like that sometimes.
Such is life.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of people are excited about the ponies, though, I suppose.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. The Soreta Cup.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
It's huge. Huge.
Yeah, I mean, even we occasionally talk about it, even in the temple. I've heard people talking about it. I mean, it's not like the major part of the conversation, but they'll say, "Hey, how are the Kestel's doing today?"
Yeah, that's it's a good time.
I didn't know the people of the church were quite so worldly.
It doesn't happen often. I mean, like I said, it's not like something that happens every day or after sermon, but it's hard to escape that type of it's hard to escape, just some current news. I mean, we are people after all.
I mean, I only have you as an
Cup.
example. So
I mean, this is the biggest tournament in the world, right?
Exactly.
In the world. That's true. And so you get your little drinks, you have your dip, and you head off to bed again for your next exciting. It's a Friday, or we call it Friday in the Skye household, because every day is a work day, except for Friday, sort of. Not at all.
After Peryn goes to bed, I move a couple boxes into the chapel.
All right, nice. All right, that's noted. And progress remains at a standstill. So the next morning, everyone wakes up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They get their orange juices, their croissants, their whatever it is that they actually have in the morning, except for Reggie, who's struggling to wake up, obviously, after a long night of fights, and then listening to her family members have a much more exciting day than
After that
she had.
savage beatdown that Farank gave her. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. That was.
You tired of losing? How's your face? Wow.
Yeah, there's some moments.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. And so it's Saturday morning. So I know Reggie had asked this question offline. If lunch would be in the morning, it would not. That would be brunch. And it's Friday. It is Friday. It is not Saturday or Sunday, which is the proper time to have brunches. Though one could argue that a brunch could be had any day. In Soreta, it is customary that brunch is only held on Saturday and Sundays. So by having Friday lunch, you would have to wait until the afternoon.
Okay.
The proper time for a lunch. So you would be having breakfast in the morning, which is the proper time for such a meal.
You could just stay asleep to the afternoon.
You could just say F this
and miss out on more Fergus-like opportunities.
That's true. How could you miss out on more Fergus-like opportunities? It's 100% true.
I mean, he wouldn't be. I'm sure he wouldn't be against you like bringing a cake over there and introducing yourself.
It's true. He did like his neighbors. Though he's been in the neighborhood longer than you all have. But it's such a thing. So I will start at the bottom to the top. Reggie Wrenne, it is Friday morning. You've had your breakfast. Are you practicing? Are you getting ready? Are you going to go into town a little bit earlier? Do some shopping? Maybe get a gift for your friend Laura? Are you gonna?
I don't know what I would get her.
Nor should you. I'm just merely throwing out random.
Yeah. I don't know. You mentioned people digging through the house, and digging through the house does not sound like a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, so I might do that.
All right, I'll put that on your potential to-do list. It may change, obviously, if other people come up with scrappier ideas. Ignatus, this is a new morning, a new day. You should probably do your portents and whatever roll, as probably should Raven.
I got a 3.
3, that'll come in handy.
When I inevitably roll a 3.
Exactly.
I was actually gonna do the same. I want to do a little investigation around the house too. Since you're right, we did not explore it that much.
No, you've been busy. Y'all been busy. Yeah, doing other things, murder and so forth. Not doing the murder, but investigating murder. Not yet. Well, that's not true. You did some murder actually. So
give us time. Give us time.
Congrats, everybody. And Farank, what would your morning involve?
I think I will head into town if there is a trip to town, and
Ponce is always ready to take you to town. Yeah.
Work on my personal project.
All right, sounds like a good plan. It's good Friday morning thing to do. Kestai.
I do want to report into the church and do some of my work on my own personal project with them.
Of course you do.
And I'd like to, at some point, try to catch up with Ignatus, since he is the only, the better investigator that I know of, who might be able to track down Dr. Swan, because I still want to have a conversation with him.
Sure. Remember, you were given a phone number.
For him.
Yeah. You're all.
Well, see, there you go. That's why.
Well, that's why he's the master investigator, and you were, but a scion of the gods. So, all right. Noted and done. All right, check. And Raven, what would you like to do this Friday morning?
I guess if everyone else is, I'm probably going to search around the house too. Bump around my room, see what I've missed in the last 3 weeks that I've lived here and never, bothered to look.
So it's not been a full 3 weeks. You got there on a Friday. You had 1 week. You're in the second week of actually being at the end of it. So next week will be and just as a note, next week is the last week of the month, which means payments come due for lifestyles and so forth. All of you have been working, so that's pretty good. So, but yeah, things about to get expensive in this place. All right. So we're back down to
Hopefully.
Reggie. Oh, wait, sorry.
Hopefully, the previous resident of my room had like $5,000 or something.
Just
laying
just
around.
hit around. Let's see how your investigation roll goes for you. But first up is Reggie. So what part of the house are you poking around in, Reggie?
I don't know that I would think to poke around my room. I'll probably just go through boxes and see if I can learn stuff about the family.
The family as a whole? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation. Well, actually, before you give me the investigation roll, unless you already did and whatever.
Mm-mm.
But if okay, is anybody assisting each other? Is everybody just randomly ransacking the house by themselves, and then that, which is fine, which is really par for the course for y'all. But is there any concerted effort to help each other? Because somebody could give the help action, give advantage is what I'm asking, but then that would remove their own personal searching. So all right, silence is golden, so I'm going to go with that. Reggie is on her own, looking
Yes.
about through the.
This
the
will be
house.
great.
So, yeah, so go ahead. Well, you do have proficiency in house, so
Yeah, that's
that should
Does
true.
that count for something here?
it should
Does she get advantage?
no, but
No,
It's
but
fun-
I do.
it's fun-
I do have things I can do if I roll poorly. So
it is fun to say though.
mhm. I have proficiency in house, not in boxes.
That's right. Get it straight, folks.
All right. So investigation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 14. And you know what? I want to do a skill. No, can I?
Maybe.
Can I? Hold on. Skilled sneak is intelligence. Yes. So I want to add a 1d6 from my sneak attack dice.
That could be mighty. Let's see what we get.
Plus a 2, so it's a 16.
Hey, 16 still puts you over a threshold, so that's good. All right.
Awesome.
So you're just looking through boxes. In any particular rooms you were looking at boxes, or I'm just kind of get an idea of where you might be pulling information from exactly. But if you don't have it, I can just give you info. I'm just curious.
I think that I would probably. Does Eston have boxes in his office?
No, his office is
Okay.
actually that is one of the few places that is actually meticulously well kept. I mean, other than his books with bookmarks and things, but no boxes there.
I think I'd go through the basement. I think that if there was anything spicy to find, that's where it would be.
Wait, sorry, where the basement?
Basement? Yes.
Basement. Okay. Chapel's another spot for spicy, but no, basement. There's plenty of good
Is
spots in
it?
the basement. As well.
Is it though? I feel like chapel is just random, whichever box
It's
Ignatus
more
You'd be
junk.
amazed.
It's more
There's a
junk
lot of
than
spice
actual-
in the chapel.
There's a lot of spice. That's where they keep all the coriander and
Yeah, there's like a box of it. There's several boxes of like coriander and
Wrong kind of spice. Wrong
yeah.
kind of
Well, I
spice.
mean, it's there. So
I mean, if you need help moving boxes out of the chapel, I'm happy to help you. But otherwise,
yeah, I mean, I wish I could take you up on that. I'm probably going to be leaving for the day. So
all right. Well,
all right. The Skye family stuff you do find. I mean, you find books and notes. A lot. Most of it's from Marzita. Obviously, Marzita has been the most recent person who lived there. Before that would have been your great grandparents Ernesto and Francesca, which I don't think is actually correct. I think it's Ernest now and French. I have to check the thing. But anyway, the family itself. I mean, Marzita has just tons and tons of. I mean, she was kind of a pseudo celebrity for a while within the city. And well known amongst the rich in this society. Her big thing though was just being out there and known. And so most of the things you find are like old ticket stubs to events and galas and things like that. And then her husband, of course, being a producer for a lot of propaganda films. You find a lot of information, at least as far as like there's like a box of old scripts that weren't used. And again, most of those were just talking about the Autarch and the Church of Astra. And you see, there's mention of an old opera house that was converted into a theater, which you've heard of. And it was, it's talked about, but it's been abandoned for years for whatever reason. No one's kept it up or claims ownership. And digging through a little bit, you do find that there is a deed to the theater.
Interesting. Do I think that Madame Rose would appreciate some unpublished old propaganda scripts?
Potentially, give me an insight roll.
Okay. Let me pull that page back up. Insight.
Yeah.
4.
No, you don't. I mean, you've been around Madame Rose, but let it be said that Madame Rose is hard to read, and actually probably professional at not being read. I mean, part of that being the fact that the majority of her body is made up of prosthetics, and her face has a mask covering it most of the time. So really, only her eyes give away much of anything, and you get the impression that she's quite skilled at what you do. And you've gotten enough illusions that she has a history of being a spy at one point in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
But what that means, it's art, so maybe it's worth bringing over to you. You don't know though if it would influence her in any way, shape, or form. Worth at least keep it to the side and maybe bringing up in conversation. And if
I'll pack those away. Nobody's gonna miss them. So.
100%. And the deed is for the Grand Celestial Theater.
Grand Celestial. All right.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna pack that away.
Yep.
Okay. I muted myself. Doesn't help to talk if you mute yourself. I'm going to go up into my room and go hide those in my room.
Okay. And just so you know, you are staying in... It would have been kind of mentioned to you, but you're in Syndra, Skye's old room. That's not the oldest, but the middle child. Well, one of the middle children.
Do we know what her deal is already?
Syndra? No.
Okay.
No. Not at all. Let's see. She other than she died 16 years ago of some mysterious death.
Just like everybody who
but she died during her sleep.
Interesting. Yeah. Sure hope they changed the mattress then. I'm not going to look too close.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Ignatus, you're investigating the house too a little bit, yeah?
That's correct, yeah.
All right. So why don't you give me a roll?
That is a 13.
All right, it does something.
Which is
do you have anything to boost that at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna add one of my superiority dice to that.
That sounds like a good plan.
6, so 19 total.
19. That is not too shabby. And what were you kind of be poking around at a little bit there?
Once again, I've been looking for more information about, anything regarding the Gray family or anything Marzita has that, any additional communications or anything like that. I'm not sure exactly where the best place to look for that would be.
For Marzita in the basement. So you bump into Reggie a little bit. I mean, like most of the stuff was moved down into the basement out of the office. It's just because I wanted to make sure I don't, my notes are kind of spread all over there. And the grandparents are Erstin and Franzia are actually their names. So Erstin and Franzia. Yeah, you're looking for correspondences from good Marcia. So you're just trying to see if there's anything else with Isabella, or
Yeah, anything relating to the Gray family, but Isabella is obviously our closest contact.
Yeah, I mean, you found the journals that were there. Actually, it's not amongst Marzita's stuff that you find anything about the Gray family. Farther because it's decent. Really, the farther back, Erstin and Franzia, like you find that Franzia, your great grandmother, had some. She didn't really keep journals. She just kept more like notes or posits about different people and so forth. And mentions Isabel Gray, and not being a proper partner for Marzita. And some correspondences with the church. You do see a ledger from back Erstin and Franzia. Erstin and Franzia were huge donors to the church. Money was flowing from the Skye household to the church, quite like almost like water. They were definitely keeping the church well funded. And you see also donations to the government as well, even though you would think the government would need it, but payments over to the autarch's office. There are a number of like letters of appreciation from the church, from the autarch even. But the big, other than that, I mean, but that's pretty much it. You are seeing that, and then around the time, I mean, I'll give you a little around this time, the dates kind of correspond, especially some bigger checks, more around the time that Isabel was taken away to the church. So.
Were there like regular payments to the church while Isabel was being taken care of, or like?
No.
Okay.
No, there were very large moments of the. You don't see anything corresponding to what you found while you were at the Gentle Hearts Sanitarium. Anything else?
No. I mean, I'm just once again just trying to look for any clues, because it seems like a lot of our leads have dried up. So.
Yeah. I mean, anything else we want? I mean, otherwise, as if you were looking, but nothing from Mars. I mean, you found most of the stuff that you found regarding Marzita and Isabel back in the day.
Okay.
But this is just more solidifying the fact that there was stuff going on with the families at the time.
Okay. Well,
all right.
That's it. So.
Okay. No problem. Farank.
I am heading to town. Is anybody else going into town?
Peryn's going to be heading into town too. I have to go to the temple.
No, totally get it.
So I can catch a ride.
All right. You and me again, my friend. I feel like we're ditching the family as much as we can, which,
I mean, honestly, I could probably stand to be around them more, but I don't think they would prefer that. So
they are cursed after all.
They're okay. Yeah, they're not. Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So we hop in the Hansmobile.
And he takes you off on a magical journey into downtown Soreta. Oh, what's going on here? Don't do that. Okay. And you all get down that way. Raven, what were you doing before I jump?
I'm going to be searching the house.
All right, let me finish the search in the house, and then I'll pop back over to the folks there. Yeah. So it could be an investigation roll.
21.
21. Yeah, that's pretty good. Where what were you going to be checking out?
I think I was going to be doing my room to start with, like putting it all together and making sure this is going to be starting to become my house. So
yeah, so you're living you're in Sarah's room, the other daughter, and what you're able to see that she was pretty devout to the church, and I guess it was, judging from the stuff that you could find in there, it looks like it was about 20 years ago that she disappeared. Actually, she was never actually found. So she disappeared during you see like festival flyers and stuff like this for about 20 years ago. It was during one of the festivals, and the she wasn't a sister in the church or anything like that, but she was a very devoted person. So she has like extremely nice church wear. She didn't like have a lot of workings otherwise. She probably would have kept going, possibly, but not really into the church, but as a supporter of the church. So she probably would have been a patron of the church and given support that way, and probably done some charity works. That looks to kind of been her life, is kind of living off of her parents' fortunes and then using those fortunes to like give donations to schools and orphanages and things there. She did attend university, but it doesn't like you find a diploma, but something really useful like literary studies or something like that. So, yeah, very very applicable to their life in Soreta, and making ways there.
Okay.
But yeah, and then it again, poking around a little bit. I mean, there's obviously because you had to go through a little bit of boxes, closets, and so forth. Most of the iconography. There we go. I'm gonna get it right eventually. Words is again more toward, like, if you look at some of the churchware and so forth, it has like stitchings of lanterns, and it's stars, and so it's very towards the goddess Zella, is kind of the what you're finding amongst the wear there. Yeah.
All right. Hopefully I get my room set up a little bit more like me now.
Yeah, you do. And so you spend the rest of the time and you move the stuff you don't need into the chapel, and you're good. Yep. Yeah, you're good. So yeah. All right. So in back in town, Hans is driving Farank and Peryn. He's looking around. He's like, he doesn't say anything. He's just like, huh, all right. And where do you want to be dropped off, Farank?
Midtown.
All right. And Peryn, where do you want to be dropped off at?
I'm gonna be going to the temple.
To the temple. All right, that sounds good. What we're gonna do is, all right, we'll start a little bit here. So, Farank, in Midtown, who and what what people are you going to be for your clan hand in here?
Yeah, so I'm establishing myself as a trusted advocate. So, I mean, I guess, maybe
hanging outside the jail, trying to get your
yeah,
clients.
maybe I don't know.
Handing out cards,
like something like. I mean, basically, like if there's ambulances going by, I can chase them.
Chase them. Yeah.
No, just maybe there's people having lunches or brunches or things, or I'm not exactly sure
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go hire a bunch of billboards and put my name on it all over the city.
No, I mean you could do the. I mean, so you're going to increase your name with Rocket Winters, with the society, or just as an advocate as a whole. What's your goal here? I mean, I know your overall goal, but I'm just kind of how do you want to?
Yeah,
approach it?
I mean, I think probably within Rocket Winters, like I'm, trying to establish myself as an advocate for, and maybe bring up the prestige of Rocket Winters a little bit.
Sure. So I mean, you could spend your Friday morning drumming up business in Midtown. You have a list. I mean, it's common for y'all to have a list of potential clients.
Yeah.
And maybe you're hitting the
some various business
places where
around
those folks would
town
be.
or things
Yeah,
where people might
that's fine.
need help or
All right.
advocation.
Cool. All right. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go take a pause right a second. We'll come back 5 minutes after the hour, and we'll pick up with you, glad handing folks, and then we'll move on to Peryn's stuff, so that I'm not in mid sentence while I'm trying to do your thing. So everybody will listen to some smooth lo-fi whatever I'm gonna play, and we'll be back 5 minutes after so a little bit longer, but not too long. All right, so everybody get hydrated, and we'll be back. All right, we're back. Hope everybody's freshened up. All right. So, Farank, when last we left you 6 minutes ago, you were in the middle of talking up Rocket Winners to try to find some customers. So so now we know the premise of what you're going to be doing. What of your fabulous skills? And remember, you can use persuasion twice. So the options here:
Sweet.
Persuasion, intimidation, deception. You can swap out persuasion for intimidation or deception, and or insight. So
I mean, we'll do a persuasion, deception.
They'll never expect a disruption. So all right, we can do that.
All right.
So talk it up. Persuasion,
Yeah.
man.
So right. Well, I know you go to a particular business. Hey, I know you probably have legal representation within the city, and I know that Rock and Winters is probably not on your radar, but let me give you a quick reason why it should be. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, tell me more.
That's a
And go
dirty
give me
20.
more. Dirty 20 is good. That is a success. We like those.
And then I will find somebody who I know is using a different lawyer and tell them why that lawyer has been probably brought up on some charges recently. I tell you what, it's been the kind of situation where, it's a 12. And I can't encourage myself. It's a 12.
Oh,
No.
no.
A deception.
Mm.
But perhaps I can persuade you, even though maybe you don't necessarily believe that. And, tabloids, as they are, it's the kind of thing that happens. But, perhaps you might give Rock and Winters a second thought. And that's a 16.
All right, so 2 successes.
All right.
So rocking and rolling on your 2 successes here.
All right, so we'll get us a 2d6. 5 plus 1.
No, plus 2.
Plus 2. So 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
So 7.
And yesterday you were doing something different, or was
no, that was working on the wax cylinder.
the wax cylinder? Okay, yeah, sorry. I just want to keep them separate here.
Oh, you good? I think that's the first I've worked on my personal project.
Might be. All right. So
Been hustling for the fam.
yeah, I know. Doing your work, amazingly enough. So you've gotten a few folks that are interested, or definitely they took your card. They'll definitely said, well, I'll be contacting Rock and Winters as soon as I need legal representation. Anything else you want to be doing while you're out and about this morning? Just I don't know if it's light. I don't know if it's or inquiring specifically for.
No, I mean, at some point I should probably check in on my friend and the travel agent, but I don't know if that's a quick.
No, it's not a quick thing. So yeah, you do all have contacts. Just again as a point of reference. yeah, Peryn, you're doing something.
Yeah, I'm going down to the to give my report to the church about
Okay.
the progress at the household. First off, after meditating and thinking about my place and position with in the church and meditating on the gods, I'm wearing my bluest aura today.
Okay.
So
blue, so blue.
yeah, so blue. Anyone who's capable of seeing that would see the blue aura. And I am first going to use insight to kind of read the room to see, who would be most, who would be the calmest or who would be the most receptive to my pitch.
Okay.
All right. That's a 25.
Okay. I mean, it's a success. It was a natural 20, right? That was
it was a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, you find. I mean, well, I don't know what your pitch is yet, so I can't tell you exactly who would be the most receptive to it. Or again, it kind of depends on what we're aiming here for. So,
I'm looking.
I need more information from you.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of playing up. Ultimately, I'm playing up my service to the household and how much progress that is in ensuring the household is in line with the church. Part of that being, the Eston did just make a sizable donation to one of the church sanctioned sanctuaries, or not sanctuaries, sanitariums.
Yeah. So I mean, Father Bora, you talked to before. I mean, he's a good reception for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna go with persuasion to kind of get him to see the benefits of the things that I'm doing. And because of the blue aura, I have advantage on that.
Okay.
So that is persuasion. That is an 8.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what that means, right?
That's
all
real.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay. What's the last one? You can do persuasion again, just so you know, because you.
Okay.
You
I'm actually going to go with deception, playing up how much Eston is in line with the church, and you're saying how he's just.
Oh man, I always feel like you get disadvantage on that one, but
this guy doesn't know this.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Right. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I don't know. A lot of people know.
I mean, it depends. I got 2 rolls. There's no telling what that roll's gonna be. You could just as easily be like, yeah, no.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a 12. So that didn't. So yeah, you were right.
So insight wise, you find the right receptive. They at least they give you the benefit of the conversation there. So yeah, go ahead and give me 1d6.
All right. That's a +3.
Okay.
Or a 3. So
I get you. And you did let me just double check.
Is my personal goal
but you didn't do anything with that yesterday, so I just wanted to
No.
Yeah. All righty, Peryn. And 3. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So it is now Friday afternoon. Brunch time. If you're a bruncher. Well, not really brunch time. Sorry, lunchtime. Lunchtime if you're a luncher. Brunch is on Saturday and Sunday. We already stated that's canonical. And the church keeps everyone. It's only cultists that try and do brunch on other days of the week. So Reggie. So who is going into town? Who's doing? I don't even know what. Who's going into town? So let me start at the topic. I know Reggie is. Reggie's definitely going to town because she has lunch with Laura. Ignatus, are you going to go into town? Are you going to you already tinkered this morning? So are you What are you going to be doing, Ignatus?
Well, I investigated this morning, so I could tinker.
Oh, investigate this one. You could tinker if you want. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to, are you going to tinker in the afternoon?
I'm going to tinker in the afternoon.
All right. Farank, you're in town right now.
Yeah, I was going to spend a little bit of the afternoon doing some investigation work to see if I can. I'm trying to track down a lead on MG, and I want to see if there's a way of, like, if you're doing highly detailed clockwork work here in town, you've got to be buying your parts from somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
sure.
Okay.
You do investigate.
Yeah, I'm going to investigate, see if, somebody's been buying up a lot of things or,
I like it. I like
right.
it. All right. Peryn, how's your lazy Friday afternoon going to go?
So the other aspect of what I wanted to do, one of my other goals was try to reach out to Swan.
The Swan, Dr. Swan.
Yeah,
okay.
Swan.
Okay.
I don't know that I actually connected with Ignatus for any information, so
you would have gotten the then I mean you all got the number. Like the number was given to all of you. It wasn't like given just
okay, all right.
It was like all of you got the number. So you could have I will say you could have made the call also in the morning. And I'll follow up with you after that.
Okay, yes, I'll reach out to try to talk to Dr. Swan about his work.
Yeah, you were reminded that it was a government. So basically, the number you were given was a government like switch house to like kind of like for arranging meetings and so forth, because he travels between hospital to hospital to hospital, right?
Yeah.
So to make basically you would have been able to reach out. I'll follow up with where that leads in a second. Raven going into town still.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I meet with my what are the persons called? My
your contact? Your connection?
See if they have anything for me.
I think you have was it Madam? Which one is yours? No. That would be Miss Dreadmire. That would not be correct. Madam Havoc, yeah? That's yours?
Yeah, Havoc, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, we could put that on the list. And then Reggie is with Lore. How do I want to do this? Let's follow let's go Lore first. So Reggie, you're at the Brass Road, right? It would have been at the for lunch. So the Brass Rose Cabaret. And you see in the same booth as last, or the table as last time, as Lore. So yeah. How did you go through the back entrance? You go through the front? How do you want to?
Nobody's with me. I went through the back entrance.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able. I mean, you were able to. I mean, again, anything you want to do before you approach the table? So.
No, I do want to do something after, but I can do that after. So I'll walk up. Hey, thanks for meeting with me again.
Of course. How goes the investigation?
Well, I am almost entirely certain that Nika died because she's associated with Skye. So that's some progress, I suppose. What makes you think that? We've had several attacks on the attacks, threats, what have you, at the house. Yeah, not from an
admirer.
No, from a hater, I suppose. But yeah,
haters gonna hate.
Last name Gray.
Gray. Okay.
Yeah, and her first name starts with an M. I don't know what it is. I know that her mom's name was, gosh, it's escaping me, Ariel, even though we've said it 12 times.
Isabel.
Yeah,
What?
I was gonna say Yvette. No, Isabel. I believe from the daughter of Isabel Grey. I'm not certain of that, but logic would lead to that conclusion.
The daughter. Oh.
Mhm. Yeah. Insight. Is she acting extra weird or just curious?
Curious. Well,
Okay.
I mean, give me an insight roll, but I mean,
14.
14. Yeah, it's more curiosity. It's more of perplexed by that conclusion. How old would her daughter have to be?
20s or 20s, 30s, 20s, I think.
All right, I'm gonna give you we're gonna do some math here. All right.
Because she left out like 30 years
Oh
ago.
no!
Is Isabel is older than Eston.
Oh,
Eston
okay.
is 75 years old.
Okay.
Right. So just the
Lord almighty.
in Marzita was 80 years old. So
Okay.
Isabel was yeah. So
But my brain had it that she would have. Yeah. I am bad at math. So
that's okay. That's okay. I just again, it was just so she's just like, oh, okay. So you think it's this Isabel's daughter that's
yeah. Yeah. I guess getting recompense for her mother would be my best guess.
and the family's not here in town. Was like they've always been in town? What's the
No.
I've honestly never heard of this Grey family before. So
the mother kind of disappeared for a while and then showed back up, and then the daughter left, but I think that she's back.
Huh.
You don't have the name of the person who gave Nika, who did the repairs on or the upgrades on Nika's arm, do you?
The person who, well, no, it was a gift from Siskin. So
with him.
So it was it was basically like an early promotion kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't think that Siskin had any part in it. I think that, but I'm just wondering if this M person found where Nika was based on that interaction. I don't know. I'm not.
What's an interesting theory, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it's not, I mean, it's not much news. I don't know if you've come across anything that might be helpful.
No, I mean, I went through I've been thinking more on the conversations we had leading into it. I mean, we got the invitation from Eston. I discussed with Nika not to go. Obviously, I feel validated now with this hater, as you say, the being after you and the family. And then there was just like I mean, I saw Nika, we argued, I left, and then discovered that she'd been murdered, even though the police say otherwise. But and then I prepared. I got ready to leave the city, but something made me feel like I should stay. So,
well, keep an eye out, because the arm that was with Nika was not the arm that she had from the Iron Union.
Oh, well, that is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I think that it's this M. Grey person.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what anybody would do with an arm from the Iron Union. Is there like a black market for these things?
Kind of, but so for regular prosthetics, yes. Not so much for Iron Union or Brass Consortium, because they're very traceable by their maker's mark, and so doing so would probably bring some ire from the only thing, and again, this is not like most likely in this situation, is it's sort of like when people buy like used phones and then they like that are out of, and then they get sent to other countries, to where they're still like somewhat usable. This would be like the only potential thing, if somebody took like the lemon and like got it out of the country. But that seems a lot of work in this situation.
I think it's probably more of like a trophy situation or a covering track situation or something.
Yeah, potentially.
And just be safe, stay away from, and I'm going to give her the address of the warehouse, like that area of town.
Oh, that area of town is horrible. I would never go over that way anyway. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, we don't know each other very well, so I don't know.
I appreciate it, but I still appreciate the concern.
Yeah.
How are things otherwise for you?
It's life. I don't particularly like. I almost wish I had stayed away from this Skye invitation myself. But life goes on. I can mostly ignore it.
I see. Well, what made you answer the call?
Curiosity.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand there's a phrase for that.
Oh, that it killed the cat or something.
Or something.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's only a matter of time if the trend continues. But how have things been with you?
Oh, okay. I mean, I can't really get back into work right now. Just laying low. So, yeah.
Do you need somebody to, I don't know, move art pieces for you to help out?
Well, not at the moment, but thank you. I may take you up on that. I mean, I didn't do it. I did it as a career, but not really a career. I mean, my family is well enough off that I didn't really need to pursue it on the regular. So, yeah.
Is that why Nico was going to accept the invitation to Skye to also bank on a wealthy family?
Yeah, I think it was a surprise to her. I mean, her family, at least she thought so, was always Iron Union. She didn't really speak much of her parents. They died a long time ago.
Do you know how they died?
My understanding, mysterious circumstances is the phrase often used. She didn't like to talk about it. She kind of felt abandoned, though like, not that they left, just that the world abandoned her, like in that sense. And so the Iron Union came in and provided her a home and a place of purpose, pay for her schooling after she was in the military and everything. So,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not an unfamiliar concept to me.
Sure, no, understood.
Well, if you do need help, let me know. I know that if you,
of course,
can't do what you enjoy doing, that's kind of miserable. So,
well, I can still make art, so I pursue that, and yeah. If there's anything that I can help with,
remind me what medium you work in.
Multiple mediums. So I do painting. You remember seeing the paintings that were the poorly done paintings. Some sculpture, and like I dabble a little bit in like metal fusion, not metal, like sculpture, but it was a little too intense for me, so I prefer to stick to a little bit more solitary and quieter works. Having a welding mask while doing works kind of takes away from some of the enjoyment. So
I can imagine. I mean, the only thing I can think of is if you run across an M Gray, I mean, hopefully not. Or if you do, they won't associate you. Or if you hear about them, let me know.
Of course.
That also works in metal, makes mechanical things.
Mechanical things, though. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine don't move. They just. Yeah. So.
I prefer those. Well, I would offer to buy you a drink, but I think I remember that you don't. So.
I don't. No, thank you. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if anything I told you brings any closure, but
well, it does at least help me understand that I was not, again, validating that there was danger in speaking with Eston and his business.
Yeah, you're right. So you did good trying to stop that from happening.
I suppose.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you hear about this person, let me know. If you need anything, let me know, or if you just want to chat.
Of course, I'll reach out. Definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I'll get from the table, and I will go see if I can drop the script on Madame Rose's desk and head out.
Yeah, you're able to leave a. Do you leave a note or do anything like that? Madame Rose is not in her office when.
I figured. I've put like a little ribbon around it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll put like to Madame Rose from Reggie, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Is there a particular one? There was a couple scripts. Is there a particular script that you chose? Like intent, with intent. I mean, there's a lot of different,
Whatever.
Or did you just grab one randomly? It was, which is fine too.
I don't remember what you said the scripts were. Is the problem?
Well, I didn't really give it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you were looking, there was a multitude of scripts that were just not. So,
I think whatever seemed the most salacious to me is what I would have picked.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. There was. Yeah. You're good on that then. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. And Ignatus, let's just keep zigging and zagging up to the top like we do usually. So Ignatus, what we got for doing your mechanical stuff this morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, intelligence or wisdom, post proficiency tools.
All right, intelligence. That's 21.
Okay. And then dex or strength, depending.
Dex is a 9.
Okay. That's not. And constitution.
And constitution. 21.
21. Cool. All right. So yeah, you're able to see the path ahead of you. And figure out how to move. Again, while fiddling with the bits and bobs inside of the mechanical thing, you're like, not so much. But you don't give up. You keep going, and you're able to make a decent amount of progress. So give me 2d6.
That's 6.
6. All right. So it was 3 yesterday, right? And then
yep.
9. All right. Cool. All righty. It's coming along. Let me actually double check that real fast. I mean, I know you still have a bit of ways to go on it, but where are we at? Mechanical rats. Okay, yeah. So in the middle part, you've only got a little bit left to do. So out of 40, you've done 30, so you have 10 left in the middle, and then you have another 20 progress you need to make. But you're good. You're good money wise and everything else. So,
okay. Cool.
Yeah. Righty,
We need to track down where she's getting all these parts from.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, how do you want to do it? You can do investigation, but you could also try persuasion or deception or intimidation.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess maybe, I would expect somebody like MG who dresses nicely to be maybe hanging out in some of the nicer areas of town.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we the other day when we were doing our shopping for the cravat?
Oh, that was
Velvet Alley.
Yeah.
So maybe head up that way and just shop around there and just see if any of the craftsmen up there might know where somebody would acquire those kinds of materials.
100%. So go ahead. Again, you can pick any of those skills for.
I mean,
make your roll.
I'll do a persuasion because that's what I'm really.
Yeah. Go for that.
No, but it's only a 12.
Yeah. I mean, you find a number of specialty clockwork shops in that area. What they chat with you and discuss. What you describe is something that most likely it's not something they deal with. Like they deal with getting those pieces as well, but because again the Velvet Eye is more artisan kind of things, and what you're talking about sounds like very bespoke. Not bespoke, but it is bespoke, but not brass consortium and not iron union per se. Probably is more of like your standardized factory clockwork stuff, and so chances are, if they're not getting it from the factories themselves, like the actual outlets, so probably might be getting it secondhand from the old clockwork factories, right? And a couple of them being the statuary places that Eston's trying to get you into, could be a source for those materials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Winston, Peryn, Kestai.
Okay. I would mainly try to reach out to Dr. Swan.
Yes. Yeah, you're reaching out to Dr. Swan. You get a message service. They do take you. So I'm gonna I'll let you do another thing because this will take time. So basically you're able to leave a message that you'd like to speak. I assume you direct them to where do you direct them? Do you direct them to the Skye household or do you direct them to the Church of Roche?
I'd direct him to the Skye household, considering that was the name was kind of thrown around when we were at the sanitarium. Considering he wasn't there, but
no, that's fine. I mean, if he's going to double check, yeah. The person says they don't have direct contact with Swan, so basically Swan checks in every day for any messages and so forth, and then can route back. But do you put any kind of urgency on it, or is it just more of a casual talk, or how do you?
I do. I tell him that it is very important that he speak with me on the matter of he needs to get back in touch with me.
All right. Then they just ask if weekend visits or appointments are an issue.
No, for me, no.
Then, that's fine. Then I'll pass this information over to Dr. Swan.
Okay.
And you should expect something from him. Most likely, this was in the morning. I'll say you could make that call in the morning. So you should hear back at some point today, maybe. But it probably wouldn't be able to meet until this weekend or early next week. So.
Okay. I do ask if he has a regular schedule of institutes that he visits.
Does not, and not at liberty would not be at liberty to give you those anyway. So.
Okay. All right. In that case, just is imperative that I discuss with him a very important matter about.
They understand.
Yeah, and I need this to happen as soon as possible.
Yeah, they cool story, bro. I mean, you can give a persuasion check if you like to.
Okay, sure. I'm still glowing, so we'll see
Well, no,
how
but this is over. You're
that-
glowing
okay. Well,
constantly.
then never mind.
It's not,
Nope, that's not it. That's no. They do not care. Do not give one shit
all right.
about what I just said.
Fair enough.
That was a yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Anything you would have wanted to do in the for the afternoon? Because I'll still give you something for.
That's fine. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to take some time. In that instance, I guess I will see if I can catch back up with Farank since he's in town.
All right, Farank just did his thing. So, did you want to do anything? Because Farank was doing.
Not. Check in with Sister Grace. Just say hi to her.
All right. So it's a Friday. It's afternoon, so she is disciplining. As you walk into the,
you can hear the screams.
You hear the screams, sort of as you're approaching her office. A child scuttles out, kind of not walking straight per se, out of the office, and she is putting the golden yardstick is the holy yardstick is going up on the wall as you enter. She's like, Peryn, what
Sister
a wonderful
Grace,
surprise.
how are you today?
I'm well, doing the God's work, as they say.
I see. Yes. So have things been going well for you in the school? Have you heard anything else about any of the the poor orphans?
We haven't had any more disappearances in the last few days, thankfully. But
that's a small miracle, anyway.
Yes, but we are still actively praying and hoping for the safe return of the missing children, of course. So I know you all had inquired. So have you all had any luck in your investigations?
Unfortunately, no. We've kind of reached a stalemate, and we've found some other interesting things that have occurred that have kind of taken our attention away from that. Unfortunately, but I mean, we are still actively investigating it, but something else has come up.
Oh,
and as I come in and I kind of like, is there anyone else? Like, there's no one else in the room, in her office, just me and her.
There's a couple children cowering in the corner.
Okay.
No, it's there's no one else in the.
Okay, sister, I have a question, and I kind of like just close the door behind me, just kind of make sure nobody hears. You've been a part of the church for a very long time.
Are you calling me old, Peryn?
Of course not. No.
I've been a part of the church most of my adult life. Yes.
And I'm sure you've seen many interesting and some disturbing things.
Yes.
Could you talk to me what you know of the Unchosen?
Unchosen. That is not a phrase I'm too familiar with. Can you give me more context?
So, you know how the Blessed Autarch has the direct connection with the gods?
Yes, he's a vessel.
Yes. And occasionally there are other vessels attempted vessels. Some are not as successful.
I suppose. I'm not as familiar with all of that, but yes.
I was hoping that you may have heard some odd happenings that occurred a few nights ago, actually a few weeks ago at this point, where there were a number of individuals who were vessels who had befell unfortunate deaths?
Well, I had heard some murmurings amongst the church that there were some activities throughout the city a few weeks ago that, especially at some of the church facilities, that outside of actually the proper church, right? So we have a number of care places and things where those who are almost beyond the help of the church.
I had the opportunity to visit one of such place.
Oh, how nice.
Well, yes. Unfortunately, the individuals, the vessels that were there for care, there was an event that a number of them had passed on. I don't know if you had any connections or knew of anyone who may have mentioned something like that. I know you've got a number of people that you speak to.
I do. This is an interesting thing. I know folks have been some scuttlebutt amongst some of the members of the church about a number. This happens all the time, though. There are always some prophecies or events or things that people start to put things together or want to put things together. So it's really hard to say what is truth and what is merely fantasy amongst us. When we were dealing with real gods, I'm always a little cautious as to put too much credence into the murmurings of folks. The folks at those facilities are usually quite gone individuals, or if not quite gone, slightly not in the right state of mind. I hope that this is not where you're getting your information from.
No. Those individuals, I can attest that those individuals were quite beyond help.
Well, that's a shame.
However, I'm more interested in if you've heard anything about the events of the ones that did not survive, the ones that fell. Well, I would say ill, but I don't think it was any illness that we would know. If you know,
I don't know anything offhand, but I can look into it.
If you could, I would greatly appreciate that. But I do ask that you do so with a great amount of care and discretion. I don't know who else is involved in this.
Of course.
But if you could,
do you think there's nefarious things at hand here?
There is enough that I don't know, and I would like my own scholarly pursuits only take me so far. But I feel as though I need to find more information out about this, and if there is another ear among the church who may be able to get more information about this, then I think two heads are better than one in this situation.
Of course, I will inquire as best I can into this. You said so. This was an event that happened a few weeks ago.
Yes, I give her the date that it supposedly occurred.
And you believe that a number of people have died during this?
I most certainly believe that is the case. A number of the vessels themselves had died, and that those deaths were. It was mainly said that those deaths were due to an illness, but again, I don't think this is any illness that people of our nature know.
Interesting.
And I'm quite curious as to what the possibilities are. I did also, and not to stray too far afield, I did find out about this event that occurred that may have something to do with it. I understand everything that we take with when dealing with the gods, you take things with a grain of salt, but this is part of my scholarly purview, so I'm investigating it.
Okay.
But again, like I said,
And this
I
is
don't
all
have
tied
any proof of
together.
that. Say again. I'm sorry.
This is all tied together, you believe?
There may be something to it, but
Sure.
I also understand. I also believe that this may, if there is something, if this is tied together, this is only the beginning.
Wow. Okay.
But again, that's neither here nor there. If you could perhaps put your ear to the wall, just kind of see if you hear anything, any murmurings about events or some type of strange events that may be coming up in the near future, that in regards to either the vessels themselves or some other odd motions throughout the church, or maybe outside of it, although I don't expect much outside of the church.
So much. I will see what I could do for you.
I understand.
You've
if
asked
you hear
me
something, just let me know.
plethora of things all in one.
Just
Go
if you hear of anything that sounds odd.
Yes. So everything is what you wish. Peryn,
Yes,
you wish if there's anything that I come across that is out of the ordinary, you wish to know it. I understand.
I mean, I understand you
I work with children.
school,
you know,
so,
I was going to say
yes.
I work with children, Peryn. So I just wish there are many.
Not so much with the children.
Okay.
More
right.
more with the church itself.
Yes.
Friends that you know.
Yes, of course. I will get back to you on these things. Yes.
Thank you. Just keep me in mind.
Right. I think you covered everything that you could possibly went down a list of. It was quite
also,
extensive.
there's an event coming up later on that I might need. No, we're good. We're good.
Of course, I will get back to you.
Thank you.
That's quite astute. All right, excellent. And Raven, you're in over where? Let's see. Madam Havoc is in which part of town? Let me see here.
And I want to ask her about everything we've done since the very beginning of time.
All right, there we go. This works. So okay, so
that's how you get answers.
That's how you get answers. Is it?
You get answers, all right. You may not like those answers.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't.
In the east end is where we can find Wrenne Halvik, also known as Madam Havoc. So I mean, they're taking care of. I mean, they organize the community and are helping the immigrants there and everything in the East End. Is there anything particular? Yeah, how would you like to go about this today?
I really wanted to just touch base with her, see if she had anything she needed, from me or wanted me to do.
All right.
And then if I could ask about something, it would be about the orphans.
Okay, so she mentions that offhand that she has nothing, but that since you're offering, she'll probably reach out to you and ask for the best way to get in touch with you, because I think whether it's the broken dice or is it the Skye estate, or she doesn't say the Skye estate, she just asks
I would say either the broken dice or the Skye estate, and I can give her the phone number.
Okay, yeah. So that's great. And then regarding the orphan, I mean, when you mention the orphans, you see that she's greatly disturbed by even the mention of it. Just the number of orphans that have been disappearing, while it wouldn't seem like, to most people, wouldn't seem like a large amount, and it is more than an unusual amount. And the thing she points out is the age range is quite broad, and not as targeted as you would think. And it is reaching even to what the problem is also that what she found interesting is that some of the folks are even fall outside of what we could show to children. Simply orphans, those without parents, right? She explains that those are actually getting even more ignored, right? At least the children, it brings there's records or whatever, but once they reach a certain age, they fall out of the system. And there's actually a number of individuals that have been disappearing or grabbed that she knows of, that she used to work with or whatever. And this concerns her greatly.
Has she by chance heard of any lead or something to be looked into that rocks that need to be turned over kind of thing? Because we've been hitting, I tell her we're looking and we've been hitting a dead end as far as. Yeah,
I mean, she points out that the usually doesn't happen during the day. It's usually in the evening. And you get from Madam Havoc that she has. Well, you don't really know what her background necessarily is, but she's able to point out that this is like she refers to. She's seen activities like this is very organized. Like whoever's doing this is not just like organized and well trained. And is grabbing, like nabbing people. And that hasn't seen this, never seen this kind of activity within the city, even from the police. So she doesn't believe it's the police or even it's more of like things that she's seen because she hasn't always been from here. And she alludes to that, and that she's seen in other countries where like tactical grabs of individuals. So this is organized and this is well funded, at least she thinks. Or if the police aren't involved, which she doesn't believe, they're maybe being distracted or kept away from these things, because this is something that she feels that if the city state really wanted to, they could probably crack down on it pretty quick.
So is there any chance there's like state or military involvement?
Potentially, or church military.
Church
No.
military.
Which is outside of the normal state police, right? So
right. And just let her know that basically I just want you to know that I'm trying to look into this. So if you hear anything or see anything or, need something checked out.
She's greatly pleased to hear that you're involved in that. You are looking into this. And she says that, if there's anything, if I do hear anything, I'll let you and your associates know. The one thing I would pay attention to is, while it is happening all over the city, it is extensively happening in the parts of the cities where there isn't a lot of police forces and so forth. So tends to be, but she believes that probably in time, if this continues, the number of targets that would be there will diminish and they'll move into the other areas, right? So yeah.
And with that, I'll tip my hat and say, I do.
And I don't know if you feel like you could roll perception, actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 5.
That's 5. Yeah, you don't notice anything about the large Viva la Revolution poster in the background or anything like that. That's fine. It's okay. So you head back home. So everybody, wait, where am I at? This is afternoon, right? Okay, you don't head home. You all have a Friday evening ahead of you all. But what we'll do is we'll fade out on Thursday or Friday evening or afternoon before the evening, because that's how you fade out. That's right before the evening. We'll pick up next week for Friday evening and the weekend for you all. But before we let you all go, let's see who is playing tonight and where you can find you on the interwebs. And because I don't want to confuse myself, because I'm old, I'm going to start at the top and work down. And so, Mandy, who be you, and where you
Mandy?
be?
I'm Mandy. I play Raven, and I am usually here Tuesday nights.
That's pretty awesome. And Winston.
I'm Winston Clark. Have a webcomic called The Subconscious Eye. It can be found at subconsciouseye.com. And my socials are under either Subconscious Eye Studios or Subconscious Eye on Instagram, Facebook, and occasionally Blue Sky, but not real.
Facebook, because I didn't even realize that until like yesterday.
Yeah,
followed you.
Facebook
on Facebook,
is you can find me on find me on Facebook because I'm old. Under under Subconscious.
It's where all the cool old people hang out. Is on the Facebooks.
Yes.
Yeah, not the TikToks, the Facebooks. So that's right.
No, I cannot talk dicks.
That's true.
Listen, I have MySpace. So.
Yeah.
Do you have a band?
You have a band. That's what I remember. All right, Matthew Bell. How about you?
Hey,
Who be
I'm Matthew
you?
Bell.
Where you be?
You can find me on Instagram, mbellishatl. You can find me on the Discord, the official Discord of Play on Word Studios. And
we're there.
You can find me here on Tuesday nights. And hopefully sometime soon I'll have some other announcements to do, but I'm not ready to announce anything yet. But yeah, no, and I'll be out next week. So,
all right, thanks for reminding me again. I'll need like 2 more reminders. And Matt Walsh, who be you and what you be doing?
Hey everyone, Matt Walsh. I can be found on most socials at Matt P. Walsh. And it can be found here every Tuesday.
That's right. And Ariel.
I'm Ariel Kasten. You can find me on socials at Ariel Kasten. You can also find my podcast at Large Nerdron Collider, and my band, which is only on Facebook but might be on Bandcamp soon, 10 Penny Travelers.
Nice. Y'all just performed, right, last weekend?
Yeah, we just performed, and then we're going to be doing 2 weekends at the Georgia Renaissance Festival in May.
Nice. And a quick shout out to all the folks who keep everything running in the background because they'd be awesome. Game design and writing, Stephen Cheney and Brandon Stoddard. Tarot design and additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character art and design, Adam Schubert. Tarot and symbol art design, Luana Zara. And graphic and UI design, Flores Tino of the Wanderer's Tome. I'm Christopher Mifsud because I remembered. And you can find me on the interwebs at the Magical Mr. Mifsud, Press Start Leadership, or more importantly, Playing Word Studios on the socials. So check us out in the Discord. And again, I want to give it actually the biggest shout out to all the folks who tune in every week, that follow us, that share us, that like us, because we really like to be liked. That Patreon us. Thanks for all the support, because again, that's what makes actually all this so much fun. So yeah, we'll see you next week in the shadows.